I'm Tracy. I am a surgical nurse at a trauma center. I've been natural since 2004. And, yeah. I had some issues with breakage from perming and flat ironing, so I can make sure that my touch-ups were always nice and straight. My edges were always straight, so I would flat iron, perm, and I started having a lot of breakage. I went to my stylist and asked her to go ahead and just try to trim it up a little bit, and that's when I decided I was going to go ahead and cut it all off. And she thought I meant to cut off to the new growth, which probably was about 3 inches or so of new growth, and I said no, just cut it all off. And she wanted me to think about it. I left, went to Starbucks. She wanted me to go home and think about it and come back later that day, but I went to Starbucks and got some coffee, came right back like 30 minutes later and said, okay, let's just cut it all off. And she started cutting, and I said, no, let's just cut it all off. So we shaved it all off, and we dyed it blonde. And I shocked everybody in my family. 2004. A lot of people did not know that I was natural because after I shaved my hair off, because of I was working in a corporate environment, and as it started to grow out, a lot of people were uncomfortable. And instead of me just doing me, I tried to appease more people in my company, and so I would just wear braids, or I would wear tree braids, or I would wear a lot of weaves. So a lot of people never realized that I was natural until probably 5 years into me being natural. People just assumed that I had long Brazilian curls. I have stopped living my life around my hair. I have stopped planning my days around my hair, planning my activities around my hair, like not going out if it's raining, not going to Six Flags because I just got a perm, intimate situations where I was like, I don't want to do any of that stuff because I don't want to mess my hair up. Just, I freed myself up to a lot of being me. The biggest misconception that I had was that I was just being unkept if I was going to wear my hair natural. I did not look at a lot of the ways that you can wear your hair natural, and I was not really tuned in onto my natural curl pattern. So I just assumed that if I went natural, I would just be walking around looking unkept. Because you know, you were told when you were little, you know, you had to get your hair straightened, you had to get a perm. So that's kind of how I was brought up. I had a lot of aunts in my family that were beauticians. So I grew up immediately getting my hair straightened and immediately getting a perm. And I was never allowed to just let my hair be the nice curl that it already was. I just get up and spray it with a little peppermint oil and some glycerin, and that's it. I like glycerin a whole lot because it keeps my hair nice and moist. And I like, I forgot the name of it. It's this Miss Jessie's has this curl pudding that I like a lot, that I just use just a little bit on my new growth when I'm going to twist it myself. I just use this a little bit because at first I thought when I got my locks I had to use like a heavy wax, and I noticed that my hair is tacky and it was accumulating a lot of lint, and so I just like the little curl pudding, just put a little bit right there and twist it and go. So that's about it. Or I'll just come to Melanie. I have zero regrets about being natural. It probably was the best life decision I've ever made. You know, saying all that, if you want to go somewhere where you can get your natural tresses treated properly by a natural beautician who wears her hair natural and who knows about taking care of natural hair styles that make you look super elegant, super cool, I do highly suggest you check out Melanie at Lucian Locs. She's also on Facebook. And check us out at My Black Beautiful.